Although Fortnite OG OG might be the stupidest name Fortnite could have come up with for this new game mode, there is no doubt how monumental of a success this was for the company. However, although the game peaked at 1.1 million concurrent players on launch, that is not what Epic is truly paying attention to. Instead, as of writing and filming this video, Fortnite OG OG is pulling a consistent 500,000 players, with modern day Fortnite, Fortnite Chapter 6, pulling just the same. So here is why Fortnite OG OG is the smartest move Epic has ever made. For this all to make sense, we actually have to go all the way back to Fortnite Season 2. While people were dropping into Tilted Towers for the first time and picking up green boogie bombs, Donald Mustard, the chief creative officer over at Epic Games, was cooking up ideas for the future of Fortnite, which is when he made this iconic image. It is quite, a crude drawing, but the idea still remains. Instead of Fortnite remaining a pure battle royale game mode, he had the vision to turn it into a hub, or a metaverse, if you will, making it a one-stop shop for any sort of gamer. And even within Chapter 1, some of those bubbles were realized. I mean, we got a little bit of PvE with like the zombie game modes during Fortnitemares, and I mean, we literally got creative in Season 7, even if it was like just purely a bare bones concept of what it would eventually turn into. Now, although this video is going to spend a lot of time actually comparing Chapters 5 and 6, it's important to note that even at Fortnite's conception, the end goal was always to slowly lean into this idea of taking it from a battle royale and instead making it a hub for gamers, where anybody could play almost any game they wanted. So now we transition to Chapter 4. Years have gone by. At this point, Donald Mustard is long gone. Quick little sidetrack that's kind of important to explain why he did end up leaving. Although Donald Mustard felt similarly to the rest of Epic as to like how to bring Fortnite into this new concept of the metaverse, Donald also really wanted to keep the story element there to Fortnite. If you've been playing Fortnite for a while, you know that Chapters 1 through 3 were very concentrated on one narrative throughout all the seasons, even if it was extremely complex and frankly not that intriguing. Either way, Donald Mustard left Fortnite during Chapter 3, Season 3, and although the next season, which was like all that Chrome stuff, definitely still followed his trajectory, Chapter 4 began to stray away from all that stuff and instead focus on more like the business and tech side of the game. This isn't necessarily important to the video, but I do think the first 3 chapters have a distinctive feel to the game, whereas Chapters 4 and 6 can't really get a hold of that same energy. And simply put, I don't think we'll ever get that same vibe again because the current executives at Fortnite just do not care enough. And you know what? I think there's pros and cons to both approaches, because I'm going to be still playing regardless. But with Chapter 4 being a new era of Fortnite, the people over at Epic knew that the metaverse was what they were going for. Chapter 4 took Fortnite and put it in the Unreal Engine, which is not only Epic's big game engine, but also, for just being honest, one hell of a piece of technology. With game development over at Fortnite increasing tenfold and Creative 2.0 with UEFN in full swing, at the end of Fortnite OG's event, or really just the Fortnite OG event, it was just a big ad, Fortnite previewed what Chapter 5 was really going to be bringing to the table. So it wasn't just like trains and medallions, but it was racing, Guitar Hero, and most of all, Lego. Fortnite was going all into what that initial dream for Fortnite truly was, and fans were excited.
Dude, we're Legos! Turn into Legos, dude!
When Chapter 5 premieres, over a third of Fortnite's entire player base was playing Lego. It had more than any other game mode, including like the new season of Battle Royale. It was exactly what Donald Mustard and co were envisioning all those years ago. Not only was Lego Fortnite a different experience than Battle Royale, but it was honestly a game people would have bought separately. It was an actual game separate of all of its ties to Fortnite, and for what it's worth, it was fun. Although admittedly Fortnite Festival and Fortnite Racing never really got to the true peak of Fortnite Lego, on release Rocket Racing had a combined 1.1 million players, and personally out of the 3 I played Fortnite Festival the most. But after the initial launch hype, it never got even a smidge close to those numbers again. As of today's date, Tuesday, December 17th, 2024, Lego can't even crack 100,000 concurrent players, and that's with 2 separate game modes and an update just coming out. Fortnite Festival across 3 different game modes can't even crack 20,000 concurrent players, and Rocket Racing can't even get to 3,000. So what happened? Nobody wanted to play the games. I'm not gonna outright say that any of these game modes were bad, but Lego Fortnite, which was like the company's flagship new game, just got kind of bland. It was fun for a couple of days, but it was just like the same amount of fun you would have after like finding a random game in a discount bin at GameStop. But eventually, you got the idea, and there just wasn't much replayability at the end of the day, which is something Battle Royale thrives in. And although Fortnite definitely had the right idea, going about and making different games, estranging itself from Battle Royale, incentivizing players that typically wouldn't download Fortnite to, give it a try, but it just didn't quite work out. And personally, I feel like this didn't work because the demographic that Fortnite is trying to grab just isn't interested in giving Fortnite a try try in the first place. People that like racing games are going to stick to racing games. People that like Lego games are going to stick to Lego games. It's not that Fortnite was being stupid, but so many people look at the game as battle royale, that shooting competitive space. So asking players to instead approach Fortnite in a completely different mindset is frankly a really big ask, and I don't think players took to it nearly as much as Fortnite wanted them to. So many people play Fortnite. They have peaked at over 14 million concurrent players and have over 650 million accounts tied to the game. Honestly, if people have a device that can play the game, odds are they've given it a shot. So it's not as simple as just finding new players, because those new players already have a preconceived notion of what the game should be. However, when player count began to dip in Chapter 5, especially in Season 3, because all of the actual Battle Royale game mode was not good, in came the thing that changed Fortnite's outlook on this entirely. Reload. Fortnite's new game mode was not only another way to cash in that Fortnite OG hype, not Fortnite OG OG, I will get to that in a second, but it also provided players a different experience compared to the regular Battle Royale, which, trust me, at the time, people were begging for. But unlike Lego, or Festival, or Racing, the player base for Fortnite Reload never waned. After pumping all these new mechanics and all these new games, most likely costing Fortnite millions and millions of dollars, Fortnite found more success in what seemed to be a panicked supplemental game mode in these new flagship products. So in come Fortnite OG OG. At base value, the new game mode, it's bad. Not only is it named terribly, but things such as like the movement and the loot pool just aren't as good as they have been. I think they'll get better towards like Season 3 or 4, but it's the beginning of the game. It's like when you go back to the rough draft, it's just going to be worse. However, going outside of the actual gameplay, Fortnite OG OG was genius and extremely well executed. Not only did it take only a sliver from the actual Fortnite Battle Royale game mode, but it also brought in a bunch of those remaining like 649 million accounts that were just sitting there to go back and play the game they actually remember. And it proved to Fortnite that people are willing to accept a Fortnite metaverse as long as it's a Fortnite metaverse. Having two different versions of Fortnite with a completely separate map and completely separate loot pool is something players were much more willing to think about when they loaded into the game. Instead of, you know, booting up and saying you could either play Fortnite or Guitar Hero, like you're booting it up to play Fortnite. You're not going to want to make that full cognitive switch to be like, oh, no. We're gonna play some Sabrina Carpenter. Sabrina, I'm so sorry to bring you into this. No shade, but espresso is just on my mind. Just like Reload, Fortnite OG OG opened a huge peak to concurrent players, but kept the numbers around. People were excited for this new take on Fortnite, and that's when everything clicked for the company. Only 5 days after premiering Fortnite OG OG, they released Fortnite Ballistic in early access. Trust me, they should have waited to release this because it was not ready when it released. But I think this image is what Fortnite was really imagining. This image proves how Fortnite was really changing their idea of what they should do for their metaverse. Because although Reload gave them their first taste of what this new metaverse should be, Fortnite OG OG made it concrete and proved to Fortnite that they were approaching this metaverse idea all wrong. And considering all these 4 games market towards their actual player base, all 4 games are thriving right now, with Fortnite players all having a preference and them all being able to have fun in the game. So that is why Fortnite OG was Epic's smartest move of all time. It was the first move that actually worked to realize Fortnite's greatest goal, the metaverse. Okay, so that's the end of the video. Real quick before I let you go, I just kind of want to address a little bit of some concerns on my last video, how Arcane destroyed League of Legends, because oh boy, I knew that video was going to poke the bear, but oh, it poked the bear all right. With a title like that, I was going to get some backlash, but there were some actual legitimate critiques to the video that are fair. I think for future videos, I will stick to things I am more familiar and confident in. I do stand by having the video primarily focus on Jinx and Vi's relationship because that's what the show focuses so heavily on and not what League is focused so heavily on. Either way, League community, I'm sorry if I upset you. I will respectively disengage. All right, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, click that subscribe button. It would mean a lot. All right, bye-bye.